It is pretty interesting to look at all of the debates regarding the Moors and what race they are, particularly coming from people who A, have not studied the history of the Moors, and B, have never visited Europe or any of the countries where the Moors basically invaded, such as Spain. Now, in Europe, there is an event that takes place every year. It is a festival. The translation for the festival means the Moors and Christians Festival. Okay? For almost 800 years of coexistence between Muslims and Christians gives a lot of substance for the Festival of Moors and Christians. That's what they call it, the Festival of Moors and Christians. You can participate in this historical play almost every month in some town or village of the Spanish Mediterranean coast. Okay? So basically they dress up in Moorish and Christian garb and they battle. And they really get into it. Now I'm going to show you something that the Eurocentrists do not want you to see. And like everything else, they're going to give you an excuse for it. These are Caucasian people in Europe who know their own history well, depicting themselves as Moors. Notice that they are depicted in blackface. There is another image. Look at the white hands, look at the black faces. In order to be realistic, this person is described as a Moor. There's a different story involving that. I'll tell you about that if I have time. But they paint their faces black. They wear black gloves and black stockings so that they can be depicted as Negroes. They purposely paint their faces black. The ones who are depicting themselves as Christians do not wear Moorish attire and do not put on black face or black hands or any of that. These people are supposed to be Moors. The Eurocentrists want to tell you that the Moors were Caucasians. They had nothing to do with this. These people are Moors. Take a good look. Look at his arms, look at his face, look at his hands. He is basically stating, we are Negroes. If you look closely, all of these gentlemen have blackface. They are depicting themselves as Negro because they know their history. Here's another Caucasian depicting himself as a Moor. He's wearing a afro wig and he has painted his face black in order to be historically accurate. He is portraying the role of a Moor referred to as Black Peter, but they were still referred to as Moors. That's a different history. Here are more Caucasians. Take a good close look. Look at their arms and look at their faces. They are white people depicting themselves as black. Compare these Caucasians to these. Now, why would they go through this extreme? There you have it again. The black gloves, the black faces. These are two different towns. Notice the difference in the garb. They are both portraying Moors in two different towns during this festival of the Moors and Christians. They are doing the same thing. Black gloves, black faces. And you see it again. Another town. Black gloves, black faces. The Moors did not wear gloves. They are basically saying that these hands are black, that they are black, because the Moors historically were referred to as black as night. Here are more people. They're going to all of this extreme to put blackface, black ink and oil and crap all over their bodies so that they can basically be historically accurate because they are supposed to be the Moors. This one is jet black, literally. These are actual Moors. Look at this. This is what they do. Now, the Eurocentrists who look like this will tell you that the Moors look like this. But why is it that when they naturally look like this and this and this and this, in order to accurately portray Moors, they paint their faces black? Here you have it again. Here's a young lad playing a Moor. You can see that he has blackface and the Christian does not. There you have it again. If you can look closely on this boat, this is a depiction of the arrival of the Moors. Every single person on this boat has blackface. If I could blow this picture up, you could see it. Without exception, they are all depicting themselves as black, as these gentlemen are here. Notice the blackened hands and the blackened faces. And there you have it again. Totally different town, jet black gloves and jet pitch black faces. And there you have it again and again. That is what a Moor looked like. That was an actual Moor. And this is an actual crest. And this is an actual crest, which is in Europe now, of genuine Moors. There you have it again.